Hey everybody, it's me, Fiber Artsy again. I wanted to go ahead and get a whip video in the works so I can show you what I've been working on, and so that when they come back up again in any of my other, hopefully future videos, that you kind of know what I've been working on and it'll be somewhat familiar to you. So like I said in my last video, I did start that crazy January challenge at the beginning of the year, and I started 15 new projects. And that was so much fun. I'm going to definitely do that again next year. And I got quite a lot of finishes from it so far. I think 6 or 7. So that's been really nice. And so most of these whips are going to be the January challenge stuff. I'm going to be honest, a couple of those I have not touched since January. What are we going to do? I don't know. It is what it is. So, and there's a couple I actually need to restart. So I'm not even going to show those because they're not even worth showing. They'll probably just roll over to my next year's challenge pieces, and that's fine. So it is what it is at this point. Cross stitch is fun, so I don't stress over too much. But I'm going to reach down here. I keep my whips. I've got 2 separate tote bags. This is my smaller whips I'm working on kind of right now bag, and I keep this usually beside the couch. That's where I usually stitch. Because I have like a light and it has a little reading lamp, and it just gives me lots of light. But it is small enough that I can pick it up and just go to another room if I need to. And then I got this larger bag. That's got everything else. And because I've just moved recently, it's full of even more just kind of extra random things because I just ended up throwing some stuff in there. Whatevs. I don't know. And actually got some haul too. I think I'm going to show that at the end on this video. Just tag it on. Why not? Because I kind of lost my mind recently and bought some stuff. I don't know. I haven't been buying a whole lot lately this year. Because I have a lot of things. And I have all these whips. And it's not like I needed stuff. But whatever. Sometimes you just gotta have some retail therapy. Am I right? So, so I'm just going to get going. I'm going to start with this little bag. Because it's easier to grab out of here. These are really the whips that I'm working on, like I said, more right now, more in my project. I don't have any kind of like rotation or anything like that. I know a lot of you guys do, but I keep my actual whips themselves in really fancy, high-tech storage. The old Ziploc bag, whatever. It works for me. So I keep all the floss, and I write down what it is on the front. And if it's got any kind of specialty fabrics or anything, I usually write that out. I write that there too, just so I keep up with in case I lose my little fabric tag. But anyway, so this first one will be, of course, the Autumn Sampler. Let me remove the little pattern on the front. Autumn Sampler by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I'm working on this one. Making pretty good progress. Sorry, it's really kind of dark in here. So I've got the little squirrel who's too cute. That's the one I just recently finished. The falling leaves, pumpkin pie, the scarecrow, I think may be my favorite so far. He's pretty cute. The little house with the falling leaves. And then the girl playing in the leaves. It's fun. I think this had 25 squares, if I remember. So we got a little ways to go, but it's cute, and I like having the little squares because, you know, they're little mini finishes. I'm doing one square at a time, so I'm like, oh, I got another square down, and it's good to go. So, you know, I feel like you're really kind of making some progress. And I'm not quite finished with this squirrel one. I'm looking at it, but but anyway, that's all right. This next one that I've not actually touched in probably a month or two is this was a mystery stitch along from last year from Klaus Factory. It was their Halloween piece. Kind of hook that top key snap bar. It's Wacky Witches. This light's coming through here, I'm sorry. So I've made really good progress on it. I got a lot of that. I'm not gonna undo this side of the key snap, but that border is very intricate and a little time consuming. So I'm just kind of doing it as I go. But I got, let's see this one. Let me undo it anyway, because it's cute. See these witches? They're waiting at the bus stop, which is hilarious. This piece is so funny. She's my favorite, number 2, because her little potion exploded, and so she's like she's over here pouting, because she's like, this green stuff is all splattered all over her laboratory. And then this is block 3, and I moved this down here, so this is actually block 6, and then 5. So I've started on this haunted house, and that's what kind of got me bogged down on this one, this house. I don't know. I kind of lost my steam right there at that house. I need to pick it back up though. I'm doing this on a 32 count. I think it's 32 count. I don't think I wrote it down. And I can't remember the name of the fabric now. Dang it. I'll try to remember that for next time. I probably have it written down somewhere. But I can't find it right now. Sorry. Okay. Next up, this is what I've been working on like the past week or so. And I picked it back up for the Stitch Manias, the August ABCs, because you could stitching things, letters or words in them. So I picked up again the and I'm sorry, those previous, the Frosted Pumpkin and the Wacky Witches, I don't have a picture of those because those are digital copies, so I can't really show you what they're going to look like finished. Sorry. Didn't think about that. But anyway, this one I do have a black and white printout of it. It's Primitive Hairs. Come in, my little pretties. This is part of her Wednesdays We Stitch Black stitch along that she's been doing for, it's like a year-long stitch along. She started, I think, last November, October, November or so. I'm dreadfully behind on that thing too. Jeez. I think I finished 1 or 2. I don't know. But anyway, so here's what I've got. Sorry, so much light behind this thing. I'm trying to get these big sections of black done. So I've just, I made my first cross, and then now I'm going back and filling in. Get that big dress section done at least, and then so the big dress section. Always try to get that finished, and so I can base that and start on the little things. Like most primitive hair things, though, it doesn't have a lot of colors, and it's pretty simple. I just love, again, I absolutely love her bangs. Oh my god. I'm stitching this, and we'll grab the ticket on 28 count. No, I'm not. This is something different. This was, I restarted this one, so never mind. I think this is now on a 32 count. That I don't remember the company. God, I'm terrible. I didn't rewrite it because I did restart it. I started it on a 28 count, but it does use a couple. I got this General Arts maple syrup, and then like these are the other couple. I think so. There's not real primitive. It's just kind of rusty looking colors. You know what I mean? I like it, but it's on this really nice gray fabric. I think it's gonna look really nice when it's done. Yeah. I'm losing my floss. Okay. So here's that one. So again, these are the ones that I've been working on most frequently. Though the Wacky Witches has been a little neglected. So what are you gonna do? It happens. Okay, up next. And you know, I've been working on this one a little bit here and there too. Now I'm looking at it again. So, probably been about a month. And I'm sorry. Ooh. I'm losing my flosses everywhere. Okay. This is another Wee Little Stitches pattern, which I mentioned in my first video because I had finished the Adventure Time. And again, I love Wee Little Stitches. I've stitched several of their patterns. This one, no exception. Again, I don't have a picture of what it'll look like because these are all digital patterns, but they have a shop on Etsy, Wee Little Stitches. I highly recommend them. But this one is the Goonies. The Goonies. My husband and I are like Goonies fiends. It's like our favorite movie. One of our favorite movies that we both, you know, actually like to watch together a lot. We quote it all the time, all this stuff. So far I've gotten, of course, Mouth finished. And, oops, Chunk. And I've started on Stephanie. So it's got all the characters. Bran, Mikey, what's the other girl's name? Drawing a blank. Data, and then the other girl, oh god, I can't remember her name now. In the show, in the movie. Brain, Heart, and of course Sloth. Because Sloth loves Chunk. So that's that one. Okay, this one. I made this, I brought this over to my January challenge because I wanted to try to finish it because I started this last year when it first came out. But I still haven't touched it. But yeah, I'm going to show it anyway, just in case anyone might be interested in it because it is a free pattern. And you can find it on littlemisshabby.com, or I don't know if it's .com, but she has a blog. She does mostly quilts. But last year she did this thing called Quilty Stitches. And she gave you the very simple pattern. And you could basically put any kind of colors you wanted and stitch it however the heck you wanted, basically. So this was my start. I didn't even get halfway done with it. Plus I got this very big piece of fabric, but anyway. So a bunch of the different quilt squares. Some of you may be familiar with them. I'm not a quilter, so I don't really know. I love quilts, though I never tried and wish I did, but I don't know. Just never got into it. I think I don't have the patience for the cutting, measuring stuff. Not my thing. But I think there were 16 blocks total. So that's a decent little size. I just stitched this on some 18. This might be 14 count, Ada. That I had in my stash. And again, I've just kind of neglected it. I would still like to pick it up and finish it though. Because it's pretty. I think it might be something that my mom may like. I'll keep it for myself. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, sorry, I'm rummaging through my bag over here. Okay. Okay, this one. This is one I've not touched since the beginning of the year. And I feel bad about it. But I have to rethink this one, essentially. Because this is out of the ordinary for the things that I do. But I fell hard for this pattern. Fell hard. Had to get it. Had to stitch it. Blah, blah, blah. Started it. Messed up already. And got frustrated. I haven't picked it up since. You know how it goes. But it's the Gnome and Critter Christmas. This cover piece that was on Just Cross Stitch. December 2014. So it came out last year. I mean, I wanted it for my son's room because he has a little woodland theme. So I could put it in his room at Christmas time. And see, this stuff is like full coverage stuff. Not my thing, really, usually. Because this stuff is a patience factor for me. And I don't have it always. But I do want to pick it up again. Like I said, I really need to rethink it, start it in a different way. Maybe just start it in a corner, because I started it in the middle, because that's how I always start stuff. I started it in the middle. I don't know, that's just kind of how I learned to stitch, you know. Start it in the middle, you fold your fabric, get your middle, you start. I just don't know that that is going to work for this piece, for this pattern. So I'll show you my progress, but it ain't much. I don't think it goes like this. So it's just that little bit of tree from the middle. You know. Right there in the middle part, like little tiny tree with the candles on it. It ain't much. I'm doing it on a white linen that I had in my stash. Yeah, I'm gonna rethink it. But I do want to finish it terribly because it's so darn cute. I love woodland stuff in general because it's darn cute. So, oh, sorry. I'm still losing floss everywhere. So that's that one. Maybe it'll resurface for around Christmas time this year. You never know. Okay, this one. I haven't touched it much since starting in January. Much at all. I feel bad because I do really like this. I don't know. I think I just haven't touched it again for really no reason. But it's the Sans Serif from last year, the mystery sampler, Halloween mystery sampler. So this, of course, will be part 1. And I didn't really get a lot of progress. Just that little corner up here. You know, because it has like this big moon. You've seen it all by now. You've all seen it by now, but it has this big moon up here in the top. You know, it is what it is again. Maybe this will make it stay. Maybe this will come back out at some point. I'm doing another 32 count. It did ask to use the petty point, I think, but they did call for brown, and I'm using red. And I'm using a mixture of flosses on this one. I think it's patterned in a lot of weeks. But I substituted for regular DMC and some Stranded by the Sea stuff that I had in my stash, some weak stuff that I had in my stash, to mix it up. I was trying to use some things I had in my stash for this stuff. This next one, you've all seen it. It's Once Upon a Time from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I had started this with all intents of, I was going to finish this year. Make it because I'm making it for my niece, again, who's 1.5, so she can like all this stuff. She'd love all this stuff, right? But I haven't really touched it, so that's my start on it, and as far as I got. And I did stitching it on a 28 count casual linen called Confetti from Picture This Plus. You can't see it all that good, I don't know, it washes out some, but I see it's a nice yellow base, and it's got some little soft pinks and greens going through it. I thought it would be really nice for this. So I think it'll look good once it's actually done. But there you go. Not much of a start. So again, I really need to pick this up again because I have something else in the hopper that I want to stitch for her. That's dynamic. It's gonna take me forever. I don't know. Whatever. It'll come out when it comes out, right? This next one is another Frosted Pumpkin. I had a lot of Frosted Pumpkin in this January challenge. I think almost everything. And again, I don't have pictures of what these look like, but you've all seen them. You know, everybody's stitching these things. But this was the woodland sampler, and again, I bought it for my son's room because I'm doing the woodland theme. I bought it the year it came out. This is what, the 2013 sampler? Yeah. I didn't stitch anything on it the entire year. And then of course the following year I didn't stitch on that either. So I said 2015 is the year. So anyway, that's what I've gotten so far. January, February, March, and April. I'm doing this on just a nice linen, I think it's called, I don't know, I picked it up at, I think Michael's or something. Nice kind of neutral linen. I think it'd look good on that. March is maybe my favorite. The little shroom. I mean, I'm dying. Look at that thing. Too cute. But the deers are cute. But the raccoon's really sweet too. It's all cute. It's frosted pumpkin. It's cute. So I have 8 more squares to do on that one. But this one I did work on a little bit more than, you know, just the start of it. So it's got a little more progress on it. Okay, some of these are restarts, some of these are patterns. I don't know if that might be, is that it? I don't know. Sorry, I'm rummaging at the moment. Okay, that might be it. What's that? That's something I've kitted up. Okay, one more. I started this one. It's like I wanted a new start. You know, no reason. Sometimes you just need a new start. But it's from last year's 2014, the Halloween issue, just cross stitch. And see a lot of people stitching it, but I started it a few months ago. The ghostly mandala ink circles. I love this thing. I love this thing. And I started it. I think it goes this way. Here. So I got a few little ghosties in there. And I decided I used this purple, which is one of my favorite GMC purples. It is 3041. It's this, I don't know if you can see it all that great. This sort of dusty, dark, deepy, grapey purple. I thought it would look really nice against this fabric, which I don't know that you can look. I don't know that you can see it, but it's called Tyco from Picture This Class. Maybe if I fold it. And it's, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a white base with some subtle like gray blue swimming through it. They named it Tycho for the surface of a moon or something like that. I think Tycho is the name of the moon. One of Jupiter's moons? I don't know. Maybe I might have made that up. And I thought this purple would maybe look nice against that. And I do like it. But now I'm not so sure that I love it. So, gosh, I don't know if I want to keep it on there or not. Let me try to double that over, get some. Do you see? Ah! Where's my camera? I don't know. Like right now I like it. But some days I look at it and I don't. You know what I mean? Because they had charted this for, I think, some silks or something. Let me look. Actually, they didn't. They only charted. They charted from Sullivan's over-dyed floss. I wasn't going to order stuff for this. You know, I was trying to just use something that I had already. I don't know. I think I'm just going to roll with it. You know, go with gut instinct. You started it how you wanted it to start, right? Finish it up. All right. So I'm going to readjust. Ooh. So I think that's it. Now, like I said, there were some that I started at the beginning of the year that I have decided to restart One, because I have a brilliant idea. And so I want to do it differently. And then one, because the fabric I started it on was not a good color. And then one, because the fabric I started it on really wasn't big enough after I really thought about it. And so I'm going to just restart those. So I'm not going to show you anymore because there's no more progress on them. Like I said, those will probably just swoop on over to next year's list and it'll be fine. Because I want to stitch them and they'll get done. These will definitely get done. I just have to finish some other things first. So those are my widths. As of now, I'm really primarily focusing on the Come In Little Pretties, my little pretties from my Primitive Hair, and Autumn Sampler from Frosted Pumpkin, and the Wacky Witches from Clouds Factory from last year. Those are the three I'm really kind of working on right now that are I keep more time on. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to go through this haul that I've gotten. Like I said, I lost my mind a little bit. Bought some stuff. And it's mostly fabric. I'm trying to beef up my fabric stash. Fabric is one thing I don't have a ton of. I have Ada, and even then not really a ton of it. A lot of it's, and a lot of it might be white or cream, so I can't always use it. Sorry, that was a tip. Sorry. Thought I turned the phone off. So, you know, let me turn that down. So I just wanted something I wanted some other things. I have a few little, you know, linens and things that I bought at last year's Picture This Plus sale. I didn't buy anything this year. I'm not going to do it. I found some things on clearance recently, so that's what I've been buying. This first, though, is actually a chart. It's from the Stash Unload group on Facebook, which I think a lot of us are, well, a lot of you are probably members of it. You know, every now and then something floats through there, and I'm like, ooh, I really gotta have this. And, you know, I will buy it if it's a good price. Well, and you gotta be fast on that site, because people snap that stuff up. Man, they're not like messing around on that at all, right? But anyway, I saw this one, and I just loved it. I loved it so hard. Had to buy it. It's only a couple bucks. So get in my stash now. So I bought it. And it's this here. It's DeGrazia Flower Girl. Oops. And this is by Sundance Designs. Look at her. Look at the little flower. The flowers are what sold me on it. She's so pretty. And I'm reading the back of the little pamphlet, and it says DeGrazia was a southwestern artist. So he painted, you know, desert landscapes and Indian and Mexican cultures. So this is, I think, I would say obviously a Mexican influence. Maybe not obviously, I don't know. Angels, children, Madonnas. So that's kind of his thing. And this pattern is from 1983. But I'm telling you, it really doesn't look dated. I don't think at all. I think this definitely holds up. I really adore this. So I think I'm going to really have fun stitching this one. Those fun flowers. So this was charted by a couple ladies. But if you want to see Cassandra Hotchkiss and Tish Holland, who did the charting. Now that's 83 right there. Nice hairdos. Very nice. I am in love with this chart. And you know, this woman had a couple more, and now I'm wondering if I should get more. Oh God, no, don't do it. Anyway, I like that one. Okay, so here's some fabric. So here comes some fabric. 1, 2, 3 stitch. I went on there to buy a specific piece, which is this 32 count dirty Belfast linen, and it's just a nice brown. You know, it's just a brown, but I'm buying it for a chart that I want to start probably next year. And when I'm in there, I always look at the fabric clearance before I check out. Sometimes I find some stuff in there I want, sometimes I don't. This time I did. So I bought a few things. Very excited about it. Some fabric flare, 32 count. It's called Dry Petal. And you can see this is a nice soft pink with some slight modeling in it. I don't want to open it up too much because the light comes through, but nice, pretty big size, decent size. You can definitely put a, you guys, yes, it just might be perfect because it's just light enough. Totes. I just might do it. I might do it, you guys. And this, someone recently showed this. I was like, oh, I just bought that too. I think it was Jessie Marie does stuff. She bought that Murky from Picture This Plus. They have these little, some small cuts of that Murky. I bought 2 pieces of it because I knew it would be perfect for some Halloween stuff, and it's going to be perfect. It is a real dingy looking, or some nice prim designs might look on this. Maybe not just Halloween, but brown with some, looks like some black going through it. And again, I bought 2 pieces of it. This next one I bought, now the little tiny icon that you see on the fabric, it looked like a really bright turquoise. It's called Aqua. It's Riviera Aqua. I don't know, is that the company name? I don't remember now. Can't remember now. But when I got it, it's this gorgeous teal. I don't know, it's not really coming up good because it's much brighter. Not bright, it's, I can't explain it. I can't explain it. It's a gorgeous teal. I don't know, it's really pretty. It's, you know, a decent sized little piece. You know, you can put some stuff on there. Very nice. This one I grabbed, and once I opened it and saw it, I immediately wish I grabbed 2 pieces of it because it's beautiful. It's a 32 count linen, Concord linen from Weeks Dye Works, and it's called, I called it something. It's not, the color was not on here. I don't know, maybe called like grape or something. Dang it, I didn't list it on here, but anyway. It's a little smaller piece, but a nice purple. It's just a gorgeous purple. Again, perfect for a Halloween or anything really. It's pretty. And I immediately wish I bought 2 pieces. So, ay. So pretty. And again, those were discounted. I think half price. Except for that dirty linen that I bought specifically for people. I went on the 1, 2, 3 stitch in the get-go. But you know how that is. I'm only going to buy one thing and, you know. Anyway. So next up I hit Rainbow Stitchery, which, you know, I think a lot of us know they're going, she's closing down the shop. And so she's getting rid of some of her inventory. She's having some sales on different things. Excuse me. Ooh. To get a little thirsty. And so I picked up 4 pieces from there. I think this stuff was, I think it was half off too. If not even more, I don't even know. I picked up some really nice things. Super prices. So very pleased. And last I checked the site, she was doing sales on like Weeks Dye Works floss and maybe General Arts, I don't know, specialty floss, I think. Like that was half price, some really good prices. I mean, keep meaning to go back on there and go through some of my patterns and you know, kit up some things, see what I need. But I had time, so I don't know. Anyway, I got this one little piece of Zweigart. It's by Zweigart. It's a 14 count Ada, but it's a really pretty hand-dyed piece. Really pretty dyed piece, and like this nice sort of mustardy yellow with some browns in it. No, really, I don't know. It just was really neat. I liked it. Yeah, I know people are, you know, sometimes don't really like Ada, but I just don't care. I'll stitch on anything. It doesn't really bother me at all. This one I picked up a silk weaver that she had on sale. This is one of the solos, so it was just, you know, like a one-off piece. But it's a 32 count Belfast. I think this maybe had a color name, but I don't think it's on my invoice here. Let's see. No, just this solo. I don't know. But it's a nice size piece. It's more longer than it is, you know, short, but but it's a really nice long strip. It's, you know, it's a good size strip. You can make some real nice maybe wall hanging from it or something. But it's got a nice orange with some purples going through it. Really nice, really pretty. 32 count, like I said. Belfast linen, very pretty. I'm not even sure that I've ever stitched on silk weaver either, so this will be a first for me. So that'll be a first for me. That's kind of nice. Where am I putting the bag? Okay. Next up is a 28 count Annabelle linen. And I saw the color was dusty orange. It didn't even have that little bitty picture that you'll see. But I thought for the price that it was, and for the ginormous piece that it was, I'm gonna get it anyway, because I'm sure that I'll like it. And I was right. I'm maybe gonna, it's just one, it's a solid color. And it's a nice dusty orange. Go figure. They named it pretty appropriately. And I know this color isn't showing up really well. I'm filming on my webcam. I'm not sure that's the best thing right now, but making it work, making it work. So this thing, like I said, it's huge. I can't even, I mean, I can like, you know, make a shawl out of it. It's gigantic. Super nice. I can make so many Halloween things out of that, right? Or fall, or anything really would look nice on it, I think. A lot of things would look nice on it. And then I got this, and I've seen this fabric from the people that are working on the Year in Chalks. So it's that Weeks Dye Works gunmetal. I think that's what they've been using for that. I'm not doing that series, but I really loved that fabric when I saw people working on it. And she had half a yard, you know, for a nice price. So I got it. You know, a lot of things would look nice on this. It's a nice, even though it's dark, it's still a nice neutral. I think some Christmas would look good on this. I think Halloween would look good on this. I think just some general patterns would look nice on this. And it's a half yard, like I said, so it's a nice big piece. You could do one big piece on it. So it was nice, and I swiped it up when I saw it, because for that price, well, at least to me, the price was good. So that's what I got from Rainbow Stitchery. Very pleased with what I got. Kind of bummed, you know, to lose another shop or whatnot for online buying, but I understand. It is what it is. So, you know, you gotta do what's good for you. But I also got, see, I told you, I lost my mind. Mo's sale, she put up some grab bags in the Stash Unload group. I grabbed one for the heck of it. I do have some of her stuff in my stash, not a whole lot, but I'd like, oh, grab bag, it'd be fun. So I think it's 20 flosses. And she put 2 of each in here. So that was neat. So that's kind of nice. I think 2 of each in here. So a really good mix of stuff. I saw this one. See this one here? It's called Mouse. Oops. It's this gray color. I saw it and I was like, oh man. That might look good for my ink circles, the ghost mandala, over that purple. Ugh. So now I don't know. I'll probably stick with the purple because, like I said, it's how I started it, so it'll be fine. Alright. I think that's it. Egads. I keep yammering on. So that's my whips and my haul, my Lost My Mind haul, beefing up my fabric stash. I may do some stash videos. I don't know. Like I said, I just moved, so I don't have everything really organized right now. It's kind of tucked away and in boxes or whatever. So I may do that at some point. I want to come back with some of the tags too. We're a good way to, as an intro, get to know you kind of thing, to do those tags. And I always really enjoy seeing everyone else answer those. They're a lot of fun. So I may try to do some of those. But other than that, that's it. So I want to thank everyone for such a warm welcome on my first video. I'm really glad I did this now, to have received such a warm welcome and, you know, nice comments and things like that. So I really appreciate it. It's been fun. So thanks again. That's been really nice. So thanks for watching this one, for hanging out. Ooh, 42 minutes now. And we'll catch you later. All right. Have a great day.